Hi folks, in this short video, I hope it's short, tips for a career in cyber, meaning cybersecurity or cybercrime investigations. So this is my opinions, my advice, those who want a career in cybersecurity or cybercrime investigations. I'm answering frequent questions and a recent set of questions I got. Stop watching now if you're looking for that magic answer that will guarantee your career. Stop watching now if you're looking for entertainment. This is the extent of my video skills, a PowerPoint and my voice. With your career, with your next job, it's going to take solid, honest effort and your time, right? There's no magic. Always some disclaimers. Look, the quick thoughts. This is my opinion, my advice. Other people are going to have different opinions. Take it with a grain of salt. And I'm going to have more disclaimers in a sec. Okay, topics. Which internship should I get? Should I get a certification? What certification? What college degree should I get? Or do I have the wrong degree? Should I switch it? What first job is best? Do you have any other advice? Why'd I do this video? I kind of said it a little bit, but I teach a lot. Cyber law, cybersecurity. Students ask me these types of questions all the time. Sometimes it's piecemeal, sometimes it's one-on-one, sometimes it's a quick 1-minute conversation. And recently, a former student sent me a bunch of questions. It was like 8 or so, and he works for the school in the career department. They know who they are. It was recent. One of their initials might be T or W. And I was like, you know what? Why not do a video? It'll be there for that student, the other students that student is helping, and anybody else. So here is the video. Now here's more disclaimers. And I think when you get information from anywhere, you need to assess how accurate is it? How reliable is it? How does it apply to me, if at all? How do I adapt it? So I'm giving you information, not entertainment. This video is not going to hit 1 million views. I guarantee it. I give you that information in this PowerPoint and my spoken words. And if you can stand that and have a 10-minute attention span, I'm going to try keep it under 10. Please stay. Look, it's just my opinions. Everyone's got a different opinion. I'm not a professional career counselor. I'm not selling anything. I'm not getting any commissions here. And I am going to mention resources that may help. Now, others may disagree with what I say. I'm going to mention a couple certifications I know, and there's going to be other certification providers who they're going to disagree. They're going to say, no, ours is better. And I only know what I have personal experience with. And this is a quick video, quick thought. I might revise it someday. So it's not like I've spent a year crafting this and I might change my mind. Here's an important takeaway for you, and that is you are different from everyone else watching this. You're different from every one of your fellow students, fellow coworkers. So you got to realize you're different from me, obviously. We're all different. So your path through your career and your life is going to be different. What's right for you will be different. So don't try to replicate anyone else's path. Look, it's good to have heroes. It's good to have role models, but you're not going to be able to duplicate a path. Yours is going to be a little different, a lot different probably. Here's another thing. Keep your career path options open. Don't close doors on yourself for things that you might need. And a lot of times that might be knowledge of something. For example, it's nice to have some math and science. If you're struggling in math and science and decide you're never going to learn it, or you're struggling in reading and writing and you say, oh, I'm never going to learn that, you might close some career path options off. And look for good advice, then adapt it for yourself. Be wary of those that promise you that magic solution. Because there is no magic advice or solution, right? Like I said, look for the good advice, then adapt it. Do research, and research is really just investigation. And I actually built a module on that. I built a chapter in my book to encourage students to enjoy and build the skills of research, because it's just investigation and vice versa. assess facts, apply logic and reason. There's no magic. There's no perfect solution to guarantee your job or career. You see those sales techniques. This video guarantees this. My paid course guarantees this. It's not true. Don't fall for those promises. There's no snake oil remedies. And again, I don't pretend to be a professional career counselor. And there are some great career counselors, maybe in your school. But even those professionals aren't always perfect in their advice. I'm going to talk certifications. No certification guarantees your career. Now, some are better than others. Some organizations are better than others. All right, here's my main set of takeaways, and they're general. They apply to any field. Takeaway 1, ethics and character is first. I'm going to highlight that. Why? If you're dishonest, if you're deceptive, you're no good for this field of cyber. And frankly, you're no good for any field. And that doesn't matter if you are an entry-level employee. It doesn't. And same if you're the CEO. The lowest level, the highest level, people that lack ethics and character are bad. And if I'm going to advise an organization about who to hire, we're doing due diligence on someone, I am going to say ethics and character is first. If they're dishonest, it doesn't matter what other great qualities they have. Doesn't matter how much education, how high their IQ, how many certifications they have, how good their resume is. To me, ethics and character is first. From the lowest level job, the janitor, to the highest level job. And you know what? That goes in the private sector. That goes for government. That goes for politicians, candidates for office. It goes for everything. So that's why I put that first. All right, put in solid effort and keep learning and building yourself. Without that effort, you're not going to build. Research, investigate, explore, whether that is about the knowledge you need in that skill area or that profession, or if it's about what jobs are out there, what people might be able to help me, what people could I help. Network, research, investigate. That is getting to know the people. And it is nice to get to know people in a field or organization before you are applying for a job. Because once you're applying, you're kind of in a different category. Plot your own path, walk your own path through your career and life, make your own decisions about what is right for you, make your decisions based on facts, logic, and reason. Be wary of emotion, have a growth mindset, meaning you can grow, you can improve in any area. Work to keep improving yourself with honest effort. Keep building your knowledge of technology and cybersecurity and cybercrime. And keep building your knowledge of law, writing, research, etc. We all need that in all areas. Takeaways for cyber. Now, cyber is a diverse field, by which I mean you need a diverse set of backgrounds and skills, or at least it should be. There are going to be people that disagree. There are going to be people that don't hire according to that. But to me, cyber is not just about the technical stuff. It's about a lot of other skills too. Cyber includes cybercrime investigations, or just call it cyber investigations. And that is not just done by one set of people or one sector. It's done by a lot. Law enforcement does criminal cybercrime investigations. Regulatory agencies do it. The private sector does it a lot on behalf of private organizations. And our national security folks do it also. Cyber also includes cybersecurity, privacy, including in compliance in organizations and government. And like I talked about a second ago, cyber jobs are not just for one type of person with that one type of technical expertise. It requires many different skills and qualities. Like I said, ethics and character, thinking, researching, investigating, analyzing facts, forming opinions and conclusions based on facts, logic, and reason, writing, speaking, presenting, communicating, teamwork. Yes, also technical knowledge and skills. And we do need those technical experts in those fields. I'm just saying not every single person in those fields needs to be that technical expert. Now, again, my opinion is not always what the employer thinks. They might hire differently, but that's how I think. All right, some questions I was asked. Now, I'm seeing this is not going to be 10 minutes, but you already knew that. Which internship should someone pursue if they're looking for a job in cybersecurity or cyber law enforcement? And I would say anything related to what you want to do. If there's a police agency or a prosecutor's agency that does what you are thinking and you can get your foot in the door there, great to get an internship in that agency. Police agency, prosecutor's office, and that prosecutor's office might be at the county level, state level, or federal level. Now, if you can get the internship in the agency, in the exact department you want to work in and learn in, that's perfect too. All right. Are there internships which provide certifications that are advantageous? I'm going to say no. I'm not aware of any internship that gives you a certification. An internship gives you experience and, a foot in the door and get to know some people who could advise you, help you, and hopefully you are providing value as an intern too. But I don't think there's internships that give you a certification. Can you get certifications while holding a cybersecurity or cyber law enforcement job, or do you typically have to get those before being hired? Well, it depends on how they hire. Now, sometimes when they hire, they say must have a certification. I don't necessarily agree with that. Sometimes when they hire, they say nice to have these. But if you get the job, you can work on a certification. So if you have the job, you can work on the certification too. So there's never a perfect time to work on a certification. We're always busy. It's always hard to find time to study, schedule the test, take the test. So I always say, and I say it in my article, there's no perfect time to get a certification, so you might as well start working on it now. If you need to get certifications before being hired, is there an approximate timeline for getting those certs? Look, everyone's starting from a different place. They're in a different place in life as you're listening to me now. There's never a perfect time to get started. So I'd say get started. Pick a cert, a reliable, reputable certification that's right for you, and start studying if you think it will help you. And by help you, you gain knowledge when you study. And if you get the cert, you now have, another credential. Are there jobs, internships, which typically require computer science degrees and are not available to criminal justice majors? Right? So the person asking this, they're in the criminal justice department. Sometimes people worry, do I have the right degree? Should I switch my degree? And, can I get this thing even though I don't have this major? So to which I will say, there is no perfect major for everything. And like I said before, cyber fields should look for people from all different types of backgrounds. So if you are not a computer science or technology type major, then build your skills and knowledge and credentials in that area. If you are a computer science technology major, build your skills in other areas. And like I said, lots of skills are needed. So I would say never feel that you can't get something because you think you might have the wrong degree or wrong background. Just the growth mindset is you're going to improve the skills and knowledge where you might need improvement, where you might be weak on. Would it be better to become a law enforcement officer or be a normal citizen and go into the field? Not totally sure what you mean about going into the field, but maybe like you're a civilian working in law enforcement, or by civilian I mean non-sworn. You're not carrying a firearm. You don't have arrest powers. And maybe you're working for the police agency as a civilian, or you're working for a prosecutor's office as a civilian, non-sworn, but you're doing computer forensics or cyber investigations or something. And to this I say it totally depends on the person and what you want to do. If you want to be a sworn law enforcement officer, a police officer, or someday a federal agent, that is a certain career path, and you have to be willing to do all those things that come with that. And you have to realize that you may have to start not in the cyber job, but doing all the other things that sworn law enforcement does, right? The nice thing about being sworn law enforcement is you are really the primary doer of a law enforcement agency, right? Others support that function. You're the police officer that goes out. You are the detective or the investigator or the special agent in charge of the case or the investigation. And then the civilian forensics cyber people with those specialties might support you, or you might eventually get those specialties yourself. But that sworn position, that comes with hardship, stress, danger, and you get duties that are not always pleasant. And frankly, not everyone can get those jobs. Not everybody should get those jobs. And understandably, not everybody wants those jobs in the first place, to be the sworn law enforcement agent, officer in an agency. So you got to pick what's right for you. Let's talk certifications I have personally enjoyed and appreciated. I don't pretend this is like a review of everything out there. This is just my experience. CompTIA, Computer Technology Industry Association. I like it. They're a nonprofit organization. They're not for-profit. They still have a business model, but underlying it's nonprofit. And the reason I like these certifications is they're quick nuggets that you can study for. You got that deadline of the test. You take the test, you get a certification. They are relatively inexpensive. They don't have prerequisites or job experience. You don't need recommendations. So CompTIA, I have enjoyed. There's an instructor I like, Mike Myers. See his books. The way I like to study is buying the big book and reading it and studying it and outlining and repetition. And he's got some free videos I've seen. I find him funny. I find him knowledgeable. I've enjoyed his books. So if you want to boost your knowledge in technology, Network Plus is good. You want to boost your knowledge in security, Security Plus. And there's others too. Check out the CompTIA certifications I have. ISC Squared, the International Information Systems Security Certification Consortium. That's a mouthful. They're a nonprofit too. I've spoken at a bunch of their conferences. The certification I have is CISSP, C-I-S-S-P, Certified Information Systems Security Professional. I'm really proud of that. That is one of the premier information security certifications, maybe the premier. It is hard to get. That was hard for me to study for. And you need a recommendation. You need job experience. So that's a bigger lift. Learning law and privacy, I think, is always important. You can see my resources in cyberlaw. But if you wanted a certification to get you started in cyberlaw and privacy, International Association of Privacy Professionals, they're a nonprofit also. And privacy includes cybersecurity. And the certification I have there is CIP-US, Certified Information Privacy Professional, United States. It's like basic law applied to privacy and cybersecurity. I've built certification courses on it. If you're a former student of mine or you're in a school where I teach, I will give you a free coupon code for my Udemy prep course for CIP-US. And I have a lot of law, privacy, and cyber resources. Free articles, books, those aren't free, and online courses. All right, I see we're at 20 minutes almost. Wow. Anyway, if you're still with me, Thank you. References will be in the video description. I'm going to conclude this in a second, but I got the reference slide here. I've got an article on how to learn and study, an article on certifications. I have online courses including how to learn and study about cyber law, about CIP US. I have a book on cyber law. I have a book on cybercrime investigations. Usual disclaimers, warnings, and suggestions. Pause it to read that. And now, finally, we get to the end of this video. To wrap this up, folks, be wary of anyone promising or selling the magic answer for you. Your life is a journey, so is your career. Try to take good steps, meaning do your best to try to take good steps. But realize you're going to suffer setbacks. You're going to make missteps. That's a part of life. It's a part of your career. It's not going to go perfect for you. Have that resilience. Don't give up. Just keep trying. As long as you keep trying, you are still in the game. Resolve to be that lifelong learner with a growth mindset. Folks, you get your degree. Learning does not stop. It's only just begun. If you're in college or graduate school, you are there to learn how to learn so that you can keep doing that. You're going to need diverse skills and knowledge, so build yourself in those areas where you can improve. Frankly, we can all improve in all areas, but you got to prioritize, hey, what do I really need for the career I want? Good luck to you. Thank you for listening. You take care. Bye.